Hey guys, welcome back to the garden. This morning, the first thing I wanted to show you are the purple cauliflower that we have been growing. They have finally started to come up to a head and they are very pretty. They're such a fun, lovely color. Here's one that is really heading up nicely. They start out light and then they turn into this darker fuchsia color, and then as they grow they actually get even darker than this one. So they are very pretty, very fun. This is fun to put in salads. I did test one that I've already harvested and it tastes just like cauliflower. It doesn't really have any unique taste to it, but definitely unique color. I bought these at a local Mennonite garden center. I was browsing through there and they had a tray of these and all it said was purple cauliflower. And I was intrigued, so I bought I think about 6 plants from them, so like just a little tray or 2 of them, just to see what it would be all about. And I've been pleasantly surprised. I've never seen these grown before. But what I actually wanted to talk to mainly about today is saving carrot seeds. So I've been kind of taking you along on this journey for several months now. I made a video back in early spring where I was showing you the carrots that I had overwintered, and those overwintered carrots grew into these lovely lacy white flowers that you see behind in the background here. And then as those white petals fall off, you're left with like this green head right here, and those will eventually dry and turn brown. They'll open up and the seeds are stored inside of those. These have been so pretty in the garden, just the carrot flowers alone. They're just very pretty. As you can tell, they're nice, lacy, delicate little flowers. So they've been nice to look at. And then this is about 2 weeks after that first video that you just saw. It's been very hot outside, and so these have dried up nicely. We haven't had a lot of rain. And as you can tell, I'm rubbing my hand over this flower head. These seeds are just coming off so nicely they're just falling right onto this plate. You can also cut these off and put them in a brown paper bag and let them continue to dry, especially if you're going to have wet weather. You can do it that way. They definitely need to have airflow so they don't get moldy or anything. But we have been very dry here and very hot, so these have been able to just air dry out in the garden. And so now I am just, as I rub my hand over, this is one flower head. You can see how many seeds are coming from just one flower head. And I probably have 30 or 40 flower heads, maybe 50 flower heads here in this one garden space. I'm saving seed from about 10 carrots that were overwintered. And so I have about 50 flower heads, and each flower head is going to probably, I don't know the exact numbers, but I would guess 100 to 200 seeds each. You can see it close there maybe. I don't know, but it's like the little brown seeds there are coming off. And I will take this plate inside, and then I will continue to let these air dry for a week or 2 and make sure they are really nice and dry before I permanently store them away in like a glass jar or a seed package or something of that nature. I want to make sure that all of the moisture is out of these seeds before I store them, so that they do not rot or have any damage to them. So whenever my seed saving journey for these carrots began, it actually began last August. And what I did was I planted carrot seed last August. Those carrots grew for around 100 days. They're ready to harvest in late fall. And I did harvest all of my carrots except for about 10 or 12. I did not pull those out of my raised beds. I left those 10 or 12 carrots behind. I just left them in the ground right where they were growing. And I just marked them as seed saving with a little flag. And I left them there all winter in the ground, the carrots. And as it got cold and frost and snow, the green tops died back, but the carrot roots stayed in the ground. And then this spring, whenever things warmed up, those carrot roots that were hidden away under the soil, those resprouted new green carrot tops. But instead of the carrot tops just growing a little bit, they grew very tall, and the carrot tops grew into these flower heads that you have seen, the white flower heads. And then from those, those flower heads produced the carrot seed. And you see those little brown right there at the tip, that's the carrot seed. As it opens up there, flower head opens up, it's giving us that seed there, and that's what I'm seed saving from. So this whole process has actually taken a year from the time of the seeds that I started last year, okay? But each one of these flower heads giving me several hundred seeds, well worth it to hold back 10, 15, 20 carrots from the garden, leave those in the ground. I would say this is definitely going to work best. I'm in zone 7, so we have a long growing season if you do this with fall carrots, because the root carrot that you leave in the ground is going to need at least 10 to 12 weeks of cool weather, at least 50 degrees or below. It's going to need 10 to 12 weeks of that cold weather and I don't know if I'm saying this right or not, but vernalization. And then that next spring they will grow back and flower, because carrots are biennials. And so this next little clip here, oops, I wasn't for sure where this went to. This is cilantro that has also went to seed, and I'm seed saving from that. It bolted. I went to seed very fast, and so the seed that you see me popping off here, that is cilantro seed, which is also known as coriander. So I can either use this seed as a spice, or I can just put it away and save it as a seed to plant for next year, which is probably what I will do. But yeah, so this is coriander seed, cilantro. It's coriander, which is cilantro seed, same. This is also an heirloom variety. So I just wanted to show you that I was seed saving from those today as well. I'm sorry, I'm trying to hold my phone to this one-handed, so it's a little shaky, but there is that. Thank you guys for hanging out with me today. I hope this has helped you. Have a blessed day. Bye.